I'm Scott Zillner.
And I'm Loryn Stone.
Welcome to Toon Con.
Welcome to Toon Con.
Hey guys, this is Jen Pink from Morphin Network, and I'm here with none other than Swampy Marsh. You better know him as co-creator of Phineas and Ferb.
That show.
Yeah, this show right here. How are you doing today?
Pretty darn good. We just had a nice panel discussion. We were talking about Connie the Conjurer and just basically the whole process of pitching and selling a show, and it seemed to go pretty darn well. So.
That's amazing. I actually just was on that panel earlier. You'll see it later today. All right, I have a question.
Yes.
What is the inspiration behind creating Phineas and Ferb?
Well, it originally started because Dan and I were working together on a show called Rocco's Modern Life, and we were writing and storyboarding and directing, and we just liked working together. And we thought, well, why don't we create a show, and then we can keep working together. And then we didn't work together again for like 13 years, so it wasn't a great plan. But we just wanted to kind of celebrate the summers that we grew up having. We used to build tree forts in our backyard and put on plays and musicals, and to us summer was this magical time, and we were talking about how kids today don't get to like go out and play in the fields and, you know, build stuff out of wood and make go-karts like we used to.
I understand. Like, kids nowadays are actually playing video games.
They were playing video games, and we thought, wouldn't it be great if we had these kids that actually got out and did stuff? And that was kind of the nugget that started the whole idea of the show.
Oh, nice. Since we're here at Toon Con, I have a question. Is your favorite cartoon growing up?
Oh, for me, it was either Bugs Bunny or Rocky and Bullwinkle. I was a huge Rocky and Bullwinkle fan. Oh yeah, loved Jay Ward. That was just the best.
So nostalgic, isn't it? And then I don't want to take away too much of your time,
That's
but
okay.
Do you have any advice for any upcoming writers, artists, screenwriters, anyone that's trying to make it out here in the industry?
Yeah.
You were talking about this earlier in the panel, but I just want to talk to you about it.
It's one of those things. You really have to have faith in your vision. And you have to be willing to take rejection and not give up and kind of keep on plowing on. Like I said, we had a 13-year process to sell Phineas and Ferb where we just kept looking at the show, and even though people were saying no, we thought it was a good show. We thought it was the kind of show that should be on TV, so we kept pushing. And
Nice.
That's it.
You said 13 years?
13 years.
Wow.
We created the show in 1993, and we pitched it to every network in town, some of them twice, and we finally sold it in kind of 2005, 2006.
Wow, that's amazing. So this is good inspiration for all people.
Yes, don't give up.
Don't give up. That's the message. And I think that's all we have for today. Thank you so much, Swampy.
You're very welcome. Thanks for sitting down and having a chat.
Nice. Thank you. Here's Morphin Network out.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever social media you're watching. We're at Toon Con 2019. I have a special guest with me, Robbie Damon.
Hello, how are you? We've made it. We're here. We're at Toon Con together.
Yes.
You and I. You got questions for me?
Yeah,
I
so
got answers for you.
Sure. So you guys didn't know he was the voice of many animated characters like
Anime too, and video games.
yeah, like Marvel Spider-Man, Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon, also from One Punch Man, right?
One Punch Man, yeah, all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
Hey, look, speaking of Spider-Man, look what you brought me.
Yeah. So earlier
Let me see
he
this.
signed something from me.
Careful, careful. Woo!
Yeah. So you can find over here. He signed this part.
Stan the Man, Drake over here, myself, honored to be on it.
Awesome. So, Robbie,
Yes.
the first question is, how you doing so far?
I'm doing great. It's a great con. It's a nice, intimate experience. Everyone's been really fun. We had a lot of time to chit-chat with everyone. Just did a Breadwinners 5-year reunion panel. It's a blast. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a really neat event.
So my second question to you is, what's your favorite cartoon growing up?
My favorite cartoon growing up? Either Tiny Toon Adventures or Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
Yeah, that was my after-school show.
I'll give you $5. You can sing the continent songs. I'm just kidding.
Which one? United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Peru. I don't know.
I was like, give me $5.
I only knew the ones. I only knew the North American ones.
So, can you tell us? We all know you voice a lot of characters.
Sure.
Can you tell us which ones stand out to you the most?
Some of my favorites are Spider-Man. It's my favorite cartoon character, or my favorite comic book character of all time. Prompto from Final Fantasy 15, Kane from League of Legends, Akechi from Persona 5, all some of my favorites. And my first anime role ever was Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon.
So you were still Sexy Mask.
Tuxedo coming, that's me.
Awesome. So, well, a lot of our fans are Spider-Man fans. Can
Yeah.
you voice something you'd say as Peter Parker?
Sure, he's Peter Parker. He's just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
That's right. Best superhero ever. Best superhero ever. All right. Thank you, Robbie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Glad. Have a great Toon Con.
You too. This is Toon Con. You're signing out.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's your boy Leo, aka Psycho Fox and Morphin Network, and I am here with the legendary Greg Eagles, who you may know him from as Grim from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Aku Aku from Crash Bandicoot, Gray Fox from Metal Gear, and many, many others. Greg, how you doing today, man?
I'm actually pretty good. Great day.
That's good. That's good. So a couple of questions. So you've been in the game for so long. What was the favorite voice you did in your illustrious career?
My illustrious career. I like the way you put that. I would have to say this guy right here, the Grim Reaper. That was my favorite, my all-time favorite. It was the longest show that I've ever worked on. We ran for like 7 seasons on Cartoon Network. And I think to this day, if I'm not mistaken, we might be still the longest running series that they've had on the show on the network so far.
You're probably number one. Not that number two probably, but I'd say number one. And growing up, what was your favorite cartoon growing up?
My favorite cartoon growing up was a character called Foghorn Leghorn, the chicken, that's voiced by the multi-talented, legendary Mel Blanc, one of the many characters that he did. But it was a big, fat southern chicken who talked a lot of ish, and I loved it.
I would say my grandfather actually, he sounded exactly like Foghorn Leghorn, so I get what you mean. And just one more question, and just for the fans, would you mind just giving us Grim one more time?
If you don't hurry up and end this interview, I'm going to end you, man. How's that?
That was awesome. Well, Greg, man, thank you, man. Greatly appreciate it.
All right.
This is Psycho Fox signing out.
Hello everyone, I'm here at Toon Con here in Pasadena, California, and I'm just finished the panel of Connie the Conjurer, and what we have here with me is James. You are
I'm the creator of Connie the Conjurer.
Yes. Yes, and I have here, he's a voice actor, his name is Justin, and you play the character of...
Bodhi, the poltergeist.
Yep, he is down here, and Connie is your star, and I gotta say that when I watch the panel, I am completely all in. Like I love this. I love this cartoon so much already. When you guys already talked about it, and I gotta say, I can't wait to see when it comes out on television or on any of the channels. I'm actually looking forward to it. How do you enjoy the con so far?
Con's been great so far. I mean, we were one of the first panels, and I look around. I love these kind of scenes. I love anything that's a blend of new and nostalgic. And growing up myself as a cartoon fan all my life, which led me eventually to become an animator. It was great. It was fun, and at the same time, events like this need to be done.
All right. And what about you, Justin?
Anytime I go to a con, I definitely love everything from the cosplays and even the vendors that definitely come here to the con, because naturally, when you go to these events, these are people who are supporting work and characters and the creation of all these different IPs across everything. Like with Toon Con specifically, there's animation, and so you have people from all makes. You've got animators, storyboard artists, talent coming here, and so being able to see all these people who support these works and growing up with them is just absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see when Connie gets its time to shine and people are able to return that same thanks to us as creators and artists who get a chance to tell the story that is behind.
What is your favorite cartoon growing up as a kid?
Oh, that's absolutely Phineas and Ferb. Well, for one, that was the cartoon that inspired me to get into animation when I was in community college, still figuring out what I wanted to do. I mean, I thought I was going to be a filmmaker, but then I came across this little show after babysitting my god sister, and she told me it was the greatest show on television, and I'm like, wow. And then I was driving home from work one day, and I saw billboards of it in my hometown. I'm like, this for a cartoon?
Definitely, without a doubt, I have to say Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, there's so much to love. Over those 3 seasons that Mike DiMartino and Brian Konietzko created, starting with a little boy, 12 years old in an iceberg, and expanding on the lore of the world and such beloved characters. And I think there's a Zuko that was just right behind us that kind of crept. I just love everything about the show. Every single character has a dynamic evolution from the first book, the first season, right up until the end. And I'm so thankful that the creators, Nickelodeon, were able to bring that type of show to our lives, because they create very relatable characters and something that all of us can continue to enjoy past its debut, past its broadcast. And there's just so much to love about it.
It's like, so what's the process like of making Connie the Conjurer?
Well, making Connie the Conjurer, it's really a story of progression, never stopping, and always moving forward. Connie the Conjurer was really inspired by my childhood of growing up with social anxiety and social difficulty. But on top of that, my dad's side of the family is from New Orleans. So I figured that, after visiting the city and being around, the people, including my family, they've always basically said, there's a little home for everybody in Louisiana. And I figured that this would be the right place to take a quiet little introvert character like Connie, and all that loud jazz and music and personality would just help her come out of her shell. And on top of that, it's an entire city haunted by paranormal deities like ghosts and demons and stuff.
Just by hearing that, I already love the story so much already. I'm into it now. So, what kind of impact do you think this show will make for your audience?
Well, one thing I've always learned, Clement, is that if you're going to be an artist and a storyteller, you have to basically try to find a way to give back to society. I mean, that's just me. I don't like to just do stuff for giggles and stuff. I'm not one of those storytellers. I like to tell stories that have meaning, that have a reason to be there. I would say that you have to tell these stories. You've got to be yourself. And if Connie's going to be a show that's going to be, successful, like we all believe it will be, you have to give something that's going to give back to your audience. Make them feel like you wrote the story for them. Because every kind of cartoon, TV show, film, it's always about someone's trials and tribulations. And Connie is a story of people who understand me and where I came from at first, and now I've got something that I'm giving to them right back. And I hope that it can help people, not just entertain them for about a half an hour or so. They can always pull something from that show to help them with their own lives going forward.
All right. What about you?
In as few words possible, it's all about being able to chase your dreams and seeing where you can take that with you. Because exactly as how JJ put it, you want to be able to take the initiative to seize your moment, achieve your dreams, and this story will do exactly that, because it's being told in a way that we haven't experienced before in an entirely new setting. And this show is not only to inspire kids, but people of all audiences, of all makes, wherever they are in the world. And so I think this Ghost and this Conjurer have definitely a lot to live up to, and I think they can do just that and more.
All right. Well, thank you, Justin, for your time. Thank you,
Clement.
James.
Watch Morphin Network.
Well, thank you guys. I'm here at Toon Con, all in love with cartoon. I'll see you guys later.
I'm here with James Mathis the Third, not the second, not the fourth, the third. You probably know him as T'Challa from the Avengers Assemble and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and from the hit show Baki on Netflix. James, how you doing today, man?
Doing great, thank you. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. So, gotta ask, man. You know, you've been active, doing voice acting for God knows how long now. What has been your favorite role to do? What has been your favorite character to do voice acting for?
My favorite role by far has been T'Challa. The Black Panther
Yes.
it's the role of roles, I'd have to say, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to portray such an amazing leader.
I'm so glad you said that. I really am.
It's real, man. It's real. Especially, look, I'm a black man. We don't have a lot of characters to look up to. We don't have a lot of characters, period.
Nope.
So I'm grateful to portray this one, to represent for all the little black and brown children who are desirous of their first favorite superhero, you know, and now they have another one, a great one to choose from.
Thank you for that, man. Much appreciated.
You know,
And I gotta ask, what was your favorite cartoon growing up, or cartoon character?
my favorite cartoon character growing up. I did not have one.
Okay.
You know, it's the lame answer, but I was equal opportunity, man. I liked what I liked. I wasn't really heavy into cartoons, so there wasn't one that I ran home to watch, you know, daily or weekly. But, you know, I enjoyed some, man. He-Man was always a fun time, bro.
Yes.
I just like, because he transformed. You know, he had that little moment where he was like, I'm going to just mind my business, leave me alone. I'm better than I was. Right?
Yeah.
Even my cat's better than it was now. Like, you know, so I thought that was cool. It was about self-improvement, you know. I appreciate that. I appreciate the message behind those older cartoons, man. You always came away feeling like you needed to be a better kid in some kind of way, you know.
Right. Well, I would say one of my favorites is Stag Shock, so that's just me.
Of course, yes, of course. Yeah, the great Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar.
Awesome. Yes,
Really
indeed.
cool guy. I met him before. So, and before we go, James, gotta ask, can you do the voice of T'Challa?
I'm sorry, you want me to do the voice of Shuri?
No,
Is that what you said?
the
Oh,
voice
okay.
of T'Challa for the people at home.
Thank you for coming to Toon Con 2019. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. James, thank you, man. Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
This is Psycho Fox signing out.
We have a special guest, the creator of Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom, the amazing Butch Hartman.
Oh, hey, thank you. Is that applause happening? Thank you. That's very kind of you. How you doing, man?
Doing good. I mean, it is an honor. I love Danny Phantom. I'm a big
thank
fan,
you.
big fan.
Thank you.
Awesome. So my first question is, how are you enjoying this con so far?
I'm loving this con. I think it's great. It's my first time at Toon Con, and it's really cool. I saw the world's biggest Timmy Turner walking around today, and you know, he looked amazing. He had a fish bowl, and then I saw a Trixie Tang walking around today too. So some of my characters came to life, which was really cool.
Awesome. So let me ask you this: since it's Toon Con, what's your favorite cartoon of all time growing up?
Wow, growing up, I would probably say I really like Schoolhouse Rock a lot growing up. Love all the Schoolhouse Rock cartoons, and I also love Bugs Bunny. But that's just two. I had so many, but right now we'll just stick with those two because it would take too long to tell you.
I'll say Looney Tunes fan.
Yes, yeah, no, I Looney Tunes for sure. They taught me how about character development and really writing comedy. You know, Bugs and Daffy, Foghorn Leghorn, dum 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 da da dee dum dum doo da doo da. I mean, come on, you can't beat that. You really can't.
So this is the main question now.
This is the main question.
This is the hard-hitting question.
This is the hard-hitting main question. Everybody wants to know the answer to. Here we go.
Is there season 5 of Danny Phantom?
Season 5 of Danny Phantom. I don't know. I'd love to say yes, but Nickelodeon owns the rights, so I can't really say yes or no yet. So, but keep all the fan letters coming in and all the support on social media. We really need that.
Yeah. Oh, but for real though, can you tell us the inspiration of creating Danny Phantom and, of course, Fairly Odd Parents?
I created Fairly Odd Parents because I wanted to do a show about a kid who wanted to have more control over his life, Timmy Turner. So I gave him Magic Friends. And then Danny Phantom came out because I love comic books, and it was my chance to do my own superhero comic book story. Who's your favorite superhero?
Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All time. Spider-Man all time.
Spider-Man, yeah. Spider-Man really hits a chord with a lot of people. I agree.
Yes. And he's relatable, too.
He's very, oh, yes, of course.
Awesome.
Well, are you sure you're not really Spider-Man in real life?
Maybe.
No? Okay. I really should just don't say, right, don't say anything.
But anyways, thank you, Butch.
Hey, thank you, Ryan. Good to meet you, man.
All right.
Have a fun Toon Con.
All right, guys. This is Morphin Network, and I'm signing out. Bye.
It's true, Batsy. I know everything. And kinda like the kid who peeks at his Christmas presents, I must admit, it's sadly anticlimactic. Behind all the sturm and batarangs, you're just a little boy in a play suit crying for mommy and daddy. It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
Hey guys, this is Leo, aka Psycho Fox from Morphin Network and Reckless Fox from the Strobing Game Podcast. And I want to thank you guys very much for watching our video. I want to give a special thank you to both Scott Zillner and Loryn Stone for putting on Toon Con. I can speak for myself and everyone from Morphin Network when we said we had a great time at this convention. We met people from the animator scene, we met people from the voice acting scene, cosplayers, local cosplayers, and attendees everywhere. And honestly, everyone, including ourselves, all agreed saying there needs to be a Toon Con 2020. And I know you guys were really hard at work pushing this convention, getting people to know who's coming, trying to get people to come and see what's up. And honestly, we believe that it was a massive success. And we do hope there's going to be future Toon Cons, whether it's going to be in Pasadena, in LA, wherever it's going to be, we're going to be there. So thank you guys very much for that. And as always, we want to thank you guys for watching our video, taking the time out of your day to check it out. Whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, or you found a clip of this on Instagram, thank you guys very much. We greatly appreciate it. And as always, if you like what you see, if you follow us on Facebook, or if you haven't followed us on Facebook, be sure to follow us on Facebook. Say that 3 times. Facebook.com/MorphinNet. And if you are on the YouTube side, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you can get updated on new videos that we're going to be releasing soon in the near possible future. So, until then, guys, this is Leo, aka Psycho Fox, signing out. Bye, guys.